Hey bro,
Hello? How are you?
how are you doing?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again. Man, I got an idea.
What?
We'll be talking about
What?
life and death. What do you think about it?
Yeah, good.
Why do you think I want to talk about it with you?
Because now we are in Corona time, and
Yes.
Corona times, a lot of people speaking
Yeah.
about thinking about death and how it's close to them. But let me tell you something. Always the death is close for us. Not now, just now. But people sometimes doesn't feel that.
You experienced war in your life. You managed to escape from Syria. You managed to smuggle yourself to Turkey. You managed to start living in Istanbul. I would like to ask you. So, do you feel any anxiety now when there is this, let's call it war with virus, and you remind yourself living in besieged Duma?
Sometimes I have this feelings when I see people, I get outside and people get panic and they are buying everything and like that, and I see how people it's really sometimes get me worried. I was oh my god, I still remember the beginning of the besiege, the besiege. That was like that. It was people buying everything. You don't find anything in the market. At least there's you are safe if you stay in the street, in the house. You have medical care and like that. But also sometimes it's made me having this feeling of war. And when I start to have peace, to peace the life, Corona came. That's also some of the point. It's made me a little bit sometimes get upset about that, or I need to just catch my breath.
You're trying to start your life. Finally, there was 7 years of besieged life in Duma. Now you're in Turkey and you're still fighting to start your life, right? Man, really,
Yeah.
I wish you all the best, really. But I would like to ask you, are you afraid of death? I'm asking because of the virus crisis, right? People are thinking about life, death, being sick,
Yeah.
surviving. This is why I'm asking about it. What about people who experienced war?
I think that one of the positive things from the virus, that he reminds us that we are a human, we need to be united, help each other, and
Memento mori.
And there is end. Yeah, and we need to be as one body to protect our society, not just working for myself. And the other point, as lived in place that near to close to this and that. First, when I was not used, everyone normal. Then when you see a lot of deaths and that, you get used. You see people dying. You were but then it's normally you start to avoid this idea of you in your mind going to die and that. But for me, to tell you, everyone will get scared from this. But I was not scared for myself. That's maybe for me, this idea. I was really, when I was near to die or that, I was thinking of my mom, of my dad. They will get sad. I don't want them to cry or something bad happen to them and this. That's what was really made me coward or make me feel the fear of death.
How people behave when they're dying, because you've seen a lot of scenes of people dying in your life.
I still remember I saw the first death so close to me. It was one old woman that Assad militias killed her, and when I saw her, I really I start to vomit. I really vomited. For the first time I vomited. My body reaction vomiting because it was really scary stuff. It was a shot on the head and the head is getting out from the other side. So it's really, I'm not used about seeing
Very drastic.
Yeah, it's very scary. And the most thing that I saw oh my God, I put myself in her shoes. That's what was really scary to me. Oh my God, I will end everything. My dreams, my stuff, that, and my mom, the family of her, and that. That's the thing that really get me scared.
Why the Syrian police? Because it was Syrian police, right? Why they shot her?
Syrian armies, and they shot her because she have some gold in her hand. She's putting some necklace and gold in her hand, and they want to take it, and she was screaming at them to don't take it, so they shot her. They are thieves, but with power.
You said that some people are panicking, some people are calm, but how they behave, what do they say?
Yeah, some of them, when they are dying and that, they start, please, forgive me, tell my mom to forgive me, tell someone to forgive me, and that. They get panic, they get really like some people scream, some people get angry. I don't know. Some of them like they are calm, like their eyes looking at nothing, like he don't see you, and he's like very calm, like he cannot believe that he arrived to this situation. Really, like that's the most scary. It was more scary than the person who is panicking, because this guy is like really shocked. And I saw like many examples like that, and he's like, okay, he's not understanding what happened. Some people also say, okay, we're going to die, like that, and they are so calm with like a calmer way, like okay, they believe that okay, we are going to the end.
So you've seen.
I remember my brother-in-law also, he had get injured and he started to pray and like that, and he just lost his hand. Now he's alive, but he's like, he started to pray because he thought like it's the end.
You've seen a lot of scenes like this?
Yeah, like if you live in war for 7 years, you will see a lot of stuff like that. You will see a lot of people screaming, injured people immediately died, people you were speaking with them, they died in front of you and you don't get hurt. Really, I remember my cousin, I was speaking with him in front of me, I was speaking with him normal conversation, like there a bomb fell down behind us. So he died and I didn't get hurt at all. At all. And he died. So living a situation like suddenly you can die and like that, you get used about this. And now, I noticed that about some Syrians, when coronavirus came and like that, some of them, they don't care at all. They say, I supposed to be dead from a long time.
Do you remember that situation when there was war and you were so close to death that you started to think about it?
I remember once I was standing talking with a person, and then like warplane bombed it like very far away. It's not even close. So we complete conversation, but there is something like big stone fly from there. Like I think like fly more than 1 kilometer, and he hit me on my near my belly. If I was going like 4 inches for the left, for the right, it will be hit me in the middle of my tummy.
You mean the piece of bomb? There was a piece of bomb?
Yeah. Yeah, a piece of bomb. It was like that. Like that. It's really like one orange. I still keep it with me. I leave it in Guta. I didn't get it out with me. But if I was like 1 inch or 1 centimeter like this, it will hit me in my belly from like on my back, and it will cut me for 2 pieces. I was coming back to home to tell my mom, your son have another day to live.
Yeah.
Really,
yeah.
I was like saying, Ma, I'm lucky.
Yeah.
This was not my day.
You remember the moments when I was doing the movie with you and we were having the conversations and the bombs were falling down? I could hear the bombs and you were like sitting talking with me, and we had that joke that Assad is trying to stop us from having the conversation, and we will not let him do that. Yeah. It was terrifying, bro.
The neighborhood, you became because you used about that, so you became the neighbors of the death.
I remember that you were saying that there was a situation when soldiers came to your home and you were standing with your father and they were pointing at you with their guns. Do you remember the scene? You told me that this was the closest to death.
Yeah, it was Assad soldier and like that, and they were like searching for rebels and like that. We were staying at home. They just called us. They made us stand on the wall in my neighbor, and facing the wall and the hand behind our back. And they took, where's your ID and like that, and you give it. And then I heard the captain or like the leader of this group, he say like, and he laughing and it's like, be ready. And they just like make like, I don't know the name of like when someone
they prepare like the guns for shooting.
Yeah, prepare like for shooting. And I was like, oh my God, we're going to die. Really, I was like remembering every moment, every like your life is going in front of you. I remember I looked on my right side, my father, on my left side there was one of my neighbors, and he was crying. Like I start to think my family and like that. Then like my mind stopped thinking like, and then like so in that moment he say, in that moment, like, he start to laugh and say, "Oh, go back, you son of a bitch, your house is," like that. I was joking. And in that joke, I remember, like, it was bad joke.
Bro, I think
don't know how to joke.
yeah, I think it was the hardest joke that you really had in your life.
Like, if someone joke with me, I would tell him, no one joke bad joke like me, like this joke.
Yeah, this
like,
was very funny guy, man.
You get scared. Really, like, he's like, "You get scared, you son of a bitch of death. Go, you son of a bitch, from here." I'm sorry for saying
man,
bad
but
word. He was saying bad
really, I think that you're a very lucky guy, man. Is it like it's easier for you to get used to the thing of dying one day because it's religion that gives you hope that there is something after your life? Is it like the main factor that makes you so calm about dying one day? That you believe that there is this heaven or the place in Islam, you think that there will be the 72 virgins? This is the most important.
Every person, like, I know that, but every person, like, if I am Muslim, is like 72. I'm not promised for 72. First of all,
let it be 25. Let it be 25.
No, like, let me be one and really great one.
One, but the best one. Okay, but is it like religion gives you this peace and silence in your head?
Yeah, somehow, like, somehow war prepared me to live like that, to have this idea. And just not only me, many people have this idea. Some of the people doesn't care. Also, I noticed in war, there is some people doesn't care about their life. Like now in coronavirus, some people doesn't wear masks, things like that. You feel those people not appreciating their life. It's not bad or cowardness.
They think that they are invisible, bro. They think that they are invisible because they have never seen death, probably. This is why. Because you think that you are a superhero, you're not gonna die.
Or no, like that, or other things that they will feel like they will make joke from others, like, you are coward, you are like this and like that. But also, it's not a shame to protect your life and appreciate it, because you give this life and you should to protect it, like to live it, to try to live it. I'm saying that I lived near to death and like that, but I still love life. I want to live.
Do you appreciate it more because of the war experience?
In some point, yes. At some point when I get like feeling bad, I don't appreciate it. But also, let me tell you something. I appreciate it more because I saw many people lost their lives. So I say, before I lose mine, let me leave something, really. For me, let me tell you this truthfully. For me, I was really scared. That's really some secret, but I really get sometimes sad. There was of my childhood friend. We were together and like that. I know 3 of them that died and killed in the war. When they died, I was sad for them. You know why? They didn't ever have a girl in their life. They didn't get married. They didn't try. I'm sorry, it's impolite, but they didn't try to be with a girl. For me, I was really scared, really get scared to don't have girl in my life. To don't get married. To don't try like to have a partner and living like my emotional life.
And children.
Really was. Yeah, and children and have family. But also this was so important to me, really. For me, I was like, I don't want to die before, having children, having a partner, get married. Really, that's really was giving me like, oh my God, I'm so scared about my life. I want just to get married and then like, take my soul, it's okay.
What's the most scary thing about war that you have in your head? Or the most scary picture, the most scary thoughts about the war?
Yeah, the most scary things about war, to stay alive. If Assad catch you, soldier catch you, that was the scary things for me.
Why?
I don't want to. The fear of being captured and arrested in Assad prisons, for me, is more than death. Death is so easy for that, really. I was wishing to die under a bomb or instead of Assad soldier catching me and being arrested. Because there, I will test the test of death thousands of times. And can you imagine living in prison, Assad prisoner? There is no rights, there is nothing to can make you live. people in the prisons, they get tortured, no food, like small amount of food, like a small room, 2 meters by 2 meters, there is 100 person. They are sleeping, standing. The condition of life, nothing, like no air, humidity, and like that. People getting crazy, beating people. You can imagine any torture happen to them. Like, and that's what's the scary things. Being you don't know any information about outside, you don't see the light of the sun, and that's really scary to me. That's the most thing scary in war for me, really. When I remember that, I was remembering that even when I was in Bhutan like that, I was deaf than this.
You experienced something extremely, extremely harsh. What would you advise to people that are afraid of being under the situation that can't be compared to the besieged city that you were living in?
The hope is the half of the medicine. And also like that when we get scared and like that, we will make our bodies more weak. So that's the point. We want to keep hope, keep like that. We keep also, those people, advice for them. Keep safe, stay home, do some favorite stuff, read, appreciate it, really this moment, really. Like there's some people doesn't have house. There's some people doesn't have food, doesn't have like that. If you are sitting in your house, you have food, you have home, and you feel safe, you earn the earth. You have the best thing in the earth. Doesn't mean like to be rich or something like that.
Bro.
It's just like if you have those three things, you are the king of the world.
I know that, it's a very hard issue, the war, dying, death, but we're still alive. So I think that it's time for singing now. So let's sing together, because there is one song that fits this moment especially. Always look on the bright side of life.
Always look on the bright... Oh man, I don't know this song.
You don't know the song? Life. Now it's your turn. I was singing the bright side of life now.
That's life. That's what all people say.
What?
That's life.
What's that? I don't know the song. Tell me the title.
You don't know the Frank Sinatra?
But no, I didn't recognize the song.
Like, fly me to the moon. He sings the same song.
It was very positive.
I know this song.
Positive element of this conversation.
Little star, how can I go with you? Up after we'll still high, like a diamond in the sky.
People don't want to hear us singing. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro, for the conversation.
You're welcome, and I wish you all the best.
Yeah.
And okay, now we need to finish. Bye bye.